Hallelujah, Yahweh. Kazak Zeman. Baruch Hashem, Yahweh. How do we love Yahweh? How do we love our brothers and sisters? How do we love Yahweh? And how do we love our brothers and sisters? Who's the God of gods? Who's the King of kings? Who's the Lord of lords? Who's our president? Who's our governor? Who's our mayor? Who's our leader? Who do we follow? Then let everything that has breath praise Yahweh. What color is the Most High God, Yahweh? What color are all his prophets? And what color is his son? How many tribes are there? What's the name of the fourth tribe? Judah. What did Yahweh choose Judah to do? How long? How long is forever? What did Yahweh choose Judah to do? How long? Who is Judah? Who is Judah? What did Yahweh choose you to do? What did Yahweh choose you to do? How long? Yahweh chose who? Yahweh chose who? Yahweh chose who? See, if you don't know that, you can't say that. Praise Yahweh. Not only that, if you don't believe that, you won't say it. Psalms 100.
Make a joyful noise unto the Lord Yahweh, all ye men. Serve the Lord Yahweh with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that Lord Yahweh, he is God. It is he that has made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into the gates with thanksgiving, and into the courts with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. For the Lord Yahweh is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endures to all generations. Praise Yahweh!
Here in Psalms 100, it sets us apart from all other people on the earth. We're the most unique nation on the planet Earth. For here in our holy book, the book of the followers of Yahweh, the Hebrew Israelites, it is our book, written by us, for us, to conquer everybody else. While others are content to live with others, we shall never be content till we rule all others. There will never be co-rulership in our land. Yahweh and his son only. No compromise. We shall not stop until every square inch of the planet Earth is ours. Ezekiel 37. Let's try to finish the dry bones tonight. And let's look at Ezekiel 37, verse 13. Really, I'm going to come in the second half of verse 12. Behold, O my people, I will open your mental graves and cause you to come up out of your mental graves and bring you into the land of Israel. This is directed to the so-called black people of America. I am the one raised up from among you to do this job, and I am doing it. Every time I gain one of you, the devil loses one. Every time I gain one of the devil lose one. And the white man can't afford to lose any. He's losing all over the earth. And every time you leave the devil and come to Yahweh, he's going further into the pit of hell. And we're coming closer to the day that I take you out of this country. I want no part of America. I have nothing to do with their politics. I have no desire to rule with them, and I have no desire to have their wealth. Definitely don't want their white women. I will cause you to come up out of your mental graves, and I'm going to take you out of this country into your own land, our own land, Israel. That's us. In verse 13, and because of this you shall know that I am Yahweh, when I have opened your mental graves. That's how you come to know who I am, when I open your mental grave, when I open your grave. Until I open your grave, you don't know who I am. I look like a pretty smart fella to you. You might rate me a genius or a real shrewd businessman or lucky man or something foolish. I'm telling you all the time who's doing this work, Yahweh. I'm not smart. My Father Yahweh knows all things. I'm only speaking to you what he commands me to speak. These are his words. If I be smart, it's smart enough to do what he tells me to do. Beyond that, it's all his. And see, even he made me this smart. He made me smart enough to accept teaching you what he commands me to teach you. Praise Yahweh. You shall know that I am Yahweh. I am Yahweh. I'm not my father. John 5:43. Clear your mind up. Don't ask me to deny my name is Yahweh any more than you would ask the son of David to deny he's David. When David has a son and the son say I'm David, is he lying? Huh? His father's name David. He say I'm David. What you want him to say? He's Johnson? Praise Yahweh. John 5:43. Read.
I am come in my Father's name, and ye receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him ye will receive.
I come in my Father's name. My Father's name is Yahweh, so my name is what? Yahweh. Yahweh. So I am Yahweh. And I can only speak to you what my Father speaks. That's why I'm his son. That's why he's my father. I don't have an independent mind. I speak his will. His will is my will is his will. So we're one. So when you see me, you see the Father. Not when you see my body, when you see me. You have to be able to see me. And you have to come up out of your grave to see me. In your grave, you only see my body. As long as you're in your grave, all you can see is my body. And you hear me saying, I am Yahweh, I am the Word. But see, you can't see that. You need an operation. I have to open your blinded eyes. And I've already performed miracles in here. All these eyes were once blind. I have opened them. Praise Yahweh. You see, Yahshua that lived 1900 years ago that you read about in the book, he was prophesying of me, and that work was a sign of my work. That's why he said, a greater work than these shall he do. Praise God. I'm the one doing the greater work. He only gave you a sign of opening 2 or 3 eyes. I'm opening up millions of eyes, hundreds of thousands of eyes. Praise Yahweh. That's my job, and I'm doing that job. Praise Yahweh. So I'm causing you to come up. You're not coming up on your own. I'm causing you to come up all across America right now, tonight, at this minute. In 100 major cities, I'm causing you to come up. As I speak on this microphone at this moment, then you will be hearing this voice all across the country in 100 different cities with people sitting around hearing me talk to you. I'm talking to all of you. You think I'm just talking to you in Miami? No, I'm talking to all of you nationwide and anybody else that hears. I sent my envoy to the ambassadors of the nations yesterday and met with 22 ambassadors from foreign countries. Chad admitted they have been receiving our literature and know about us, and all the other 21 were scurrying around nervously, very shook up and very enthusiastic about meeting my envoy. One day they'll have to meet me. Praise God. My New York envoy visited the United Nations today, taking a message from me. Oh, they letting them in. They in. The two embassies acted like they didn't want to, like they weren't going to let us in. They let him in. Oh, they let him in. And bowed with great respect. Praise God. While some devils are running around worrying about a few little old raggedy apartments in Hallandale, I'm dealing with the nations of the world. Preparing a way for us to leave America. I'm getting it done. I said I will cause you not only to come up out of your grave, but I'm going to take you out of here. Praise Yahweh. Now, Ezekiel 37:14. I shall put my spirit in you. Any spirit but my spirit is the wrong spirit. The only way you go into heaven is to have my spirit in you. You don't have any power over my spirit. When you come and accept Yahweh, you accept me as the son of Yahweh, then I will put my spirit in you. I may have to sit you down for a little while and calm you down. But when I sit you down, I'm going to get your attention. And after we fast a little while together and pray a little while together, you will see the light and you'll welcome my spirit in you. You'll say, I receive, I open, I accept your spirit, Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. When you do not have my spirit in you, you are a dead person. You are dead without my spirit. You are lifeless without my spirit. Listless. You love to sit around and be sleepy when my spirit is not in you. But once you receive my spirit, you shall live. Read it. I'm not making this up. I will put my spirit in you, and then you shall live. And after you come alive, you will not object to me placing you in your own land. Notice what it says there. And I will place you in your own land. As long as you are a mentally dead so-called black man in America, then you believe in fairy tales. You believe in false images. You take your enemy and your slave master as divine. You take your slave masters who have hung you on trees, burn you at the stake, cut you apart physically, raped our families, men and women. How can he be divine as a slave master? Only a mentally dead man will reject his own God and not know he has a land or where it is. Why was the song going over Jordan? You know where Jordan is? In the Middle East, North Africa. That's where the Jordan River is. You sung about the Jordan River all in church. You didn't know what you were singing. You didn't know. Climbing Jacob's ladder. You didn't know who Jacob was. You didn't know Jacob was your father. You had no idea what these songs meant. You can have this world, just give me Jesus. Now that's a mystery to you. You didn't know that we were brought over here to America on a slave ship named Jesus. And that my people put it in a song, you can have this old world called America, this new world. You can have this old world. Give me the slave ship Jesus to go back home. We didn't know that. Give me Jesus. You got all the white folks you can have. I think even you getting tired of white folk now. They sure are tired of you. No, we have been blind, ignorant, and dead to the knowledge of all those songs. You can name all those songs you used to sing, and I can tell you what they mean. Because the people that wrote those songs were still awake and aware that we were the children of Israel, but they were afraid to teach it because they didn't want to die. So they put it in songs. You can name any song we used to sing, I'll tell you what it means and where it came from. If I've never heard it before, I can tell you as soon as you name it. It all deals with our history, our culture. The other song, if I could only hear my mother pray again. If I could only hear my mother pray again. And some fool sit out there and start crying, oh, my mama dead. I show it. Your mama didn't pray when she was living. You ought to quit lying. Mama dipped more snuff and raised more hell. You know better than anybody else. She was a hypocrite Christian. She talked about everybody. You heard her talk about everybody. If your mama's living, she still talk about everybody. What do you mean if I could hear my mama pray again? What would a live man be doing singing a song like that? No, our mothers used to say, Avenu Shabashaman, Yikadesh Shemeaka, Pavo Malku Teaka, Yead Se Rezonka. Our mothers used to talk and pray in Hebrew. And those who had lost the knowledge of Hebrew but knew it was our language say, I wish I could hear my mother pray again in our native language, in the language of Yahweh, in the language of God. Those of us today, we are so dead. Our mind went to the cemetery if when our mama wasn't dead. Now, isn't that sick? How could you sing the song and your mama's alive? I never would sing that song. I was looking at my mama. I mean, what do you mean if I could hear my mama pray again? I'm looking at her. The only people who could sing that song in church and be for real were the ones whose mamas were dead, if that's where they were coming from. How many can see that? We've been taken out spiritually and mentally. Ezekiel 37:14, and I shall put my spirit in you, and you shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. See, it's all about land. It's all about your land. It's all about inheritance. America is not your land. That's why you're so mistreated here. It's not ours. Here we are paying taxes on property in America, and they're telling us we can't put our father's name on it. Then that proves this is not our land. They're not satisfied with us paying taxes. If it was our land, the tax would come to us. We would tell where the tax goes. We would decide how the tax is to be spent to benefit us. But they take the tax from our people and spend it on themselves. Enrich themselves like they want to, because they're in control of this land. So here in Ezekiel 37, it's all about us returning to our land. You can't return till you come out of your grave. You have to come out of your grave first. As long as you remain in your mental grave, you'll think there is an answer in the vote. Can't you figure out by now there's no hope in the vote? The vote is for dope. Vote or dope. Dope votes. Only dopes vote. The vote is a joke. You run for office and they put it on computer. You start winning, the computer goes down. When the computer comes back on, you lose it. It's programmed for you to lose. Who programs the computer? You trust them? The book say trust Yahweh. Why you trust white folks? Give me Proverbs 3:5 and tell me why you trust white people. Now after you read this, tell me why you trust white people. Proverbs 3:5. Read.
Trust in the Lord Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding.
Trust in Yahweh with how much? All. Matthew 22, he said, love Yahweh with how much? All. Well, then how are you running around here trusting in the vote? It means you don't believe in the Bible at all to trust in the vote. The book says trust in Yahweh with all your heart. Now, after I have put you in your own land, then shall you know that I, Yahweh, have spoken these words, and I have performed these works. Ezekiel 36:27. Ezekiel 36:26. 25. 24. Ezekiel 36:24. Read.
For I will take you from among the heathen, and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land.
See what's going on? You have to give up America. I'm working to gather my people out of all countries, not only America. I'm going to get my people from all over the earth. And I don't care how they dress, and they're going to have to give it up and dress like Yahweh. In white. Verse 25.
Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you.
Now that doesn't mean I'm taking you to the river. Take me to the river. Take me to the river. No. I'm not going to drown you. Neither does this mean I'm going to do a Catholic exorcism on you either. Not going to sprinkle physical water on you. But unless you know the water I'm going to sprinkle you with is clean. And that takes you out the river right away. Now you know the river's not clean. You know what goes on in the river. Everything does a number on that river. Rivers in such bad shape, fish scared to live in it. Now what would you look like going down, getting in a river, and sucking some of that stuff up, coming out? No wonder people be hollering when they come up out of the river. Trying to breathe with all that dirty water. The only way you can be clean in verse 25 is that the water be clean. I will sprinkle you clean water upon you, and then you shall be clean. From what?
From all your filthiness. And from all your idols will I cleanse you.
Now you know, you've seen more of my people baptized in some rivers and waters and fountains and tubs. And they have more idols than you can shake a stick at. They go back home to a filthy house. Their language is filthy. And they have filthy manners, filthy attitudes, and filthy ways. How many know that's right? Sure, you've seen it all your life. So this scripture has to be taught by someone who knows it and understands it, and that's me. No one on the planet has ever taught you the meaning and the understanding of the scripture as I have just done. Nobody. My job is to clean you from all your filthiness. Turn you from your evil, wicked ways. You know you wicked. I have the nerve to tell you you wicked. See, most people, they wouldn't dare tell you you wicked. They'd be talking smooth to you, right? I tell you, you know you're wicked. You're just wicked. You're just going to have to stop lying, too. You know you lie, don't you? You just lie all the time. You know you lie. I'll be right there, man. You don't even go. You lie all the time. Husband lied to the wives, wives lied to the husband. I just went over the source, so you know you lied. you were somewhere else. You don't want them to know where you've been because you were doing something wrong. I'm here to clean you up from all of that. Now, you can't go get in no river and then come out and give up a car. An idol, you know what an idol is? An idol is something you worship beside the true and the living God, Yahweh. Anything you worship beside the mighty God, Yahweh, that's an idol. It's a false God. How many have seen people worship cars? If you scratch their car, they will cut you. I read in the paper, man, a boy was throwing a football, and the football hit his car, and he shot him dead. How many remember that? That happened right here in Miami. Shot him dead. I told the nigga, don't be throwing the football around my car. I told him, next time he throw the football and hit my car, I'm going to kill the nigga. And he did. The car is resting, he's in jail, and the poor brother dead. He was a fool to be running after the football, and the other one was a fool over a car. Both of them had an idol. The young fool that's dead, his idol was a football. And the one that killed him, his idol was a car. Both of them destroyed over an idol. Now you can take him to the river all you want to and drown him, and he'll never give up that car. After you sprinkle them, and whatever church you're in, after you get through sprinkling, they're not giving up the car. Huh? Praise God. So this evidently is not talking about physical water. But what kind of water must I sprinkle you with? The Word. The Word. The Word is my water. And my Word is clean because it's perfect. It's Yahweh's Word. So I will clean you from all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you. Verse 24, a new heart also will I give you. Now don't be looking at that man that's got an artificial heart in the hospital. I am not going to give you an artificial heart. He tells you need $200,000 for that. See, all niggas gonna die from broken hearts. You do not have $200,000 to get yourself a mechanical heart to live a year, or a few months, or weeks, or something. Huh? You still die after they give you the mechanical heart. You're still going to die. You need something that's going to keep you alive forever. So I'm here to give you a new heart. A new heart also will I give you. Does that mean this thing in your chest? What does a heart mean? Mind. A new mind will I give you. I must give you a new mind. Now see, the hint for that is another scripture which says you must be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Ephesians 4:23. Can't you tell I'm the Word? I'm not going to sing to you. Choir did that. We have a lot of talent here that you haven't heard. Didn't we enjoy Yahweh's universal dance troupe tonight? Coming up out of the grave. Wasn't that beautiful? Oh, that was an awesome dance. You who came late, you just missed it. Praise Yahweh. You just caught the parts you came in on. Ephesians 4:23. Read.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
And see, that's order. Be. Make yourself. You must get renewed. You must open up so you can be renewed. Where does it tell you be renewed? In the spirit, where?
Of your mind.
Read that again.
And be ye renewed in the spirit of your mind.
I thought that's what it said. Be renewed in the spirit of your mind. So back to Ezekiel 36, I'm going to give you a new mind. Now, after I give you a new mind, I must do something with it. And a new spirit will I put within you. Where? In your mind. First, I give you a new mind. What's the new mind? The knowledge of yourself. What is the new mind? The new mind, see, that's what happened with us here at headquarters. We have been given a new heart. But there were those who needed to sit down in fasting and prayer to be able to get a new spirit within that mind. Huh? You've been around for years with a new mind. A new mind, all of you that had a new mind, you could tell me without question, Yahweh is God. And for a long time, you couldn't tell me, Yahweh been Yahweh. But now, your mind tells you, and his son, Yahweh ben Yahweh, is here. And the new mind was also called black people in America, Hebrew Israelites. Yahweh is black, Israel is black, all the prophets of Yahweh black. Our last name is Israel and our homeland is Israel. We are Israel, from the tribe of Judah. That's the new mind. So now that mind, you may stay here, you may go back out. As long as you only have a new mind, you may go back into the street and seek to live out the cares of this world with the hopes of getting back. But when I give you a new spirit within your mind, you'll never leave Yahweh. Nobody can pull you. Nobody can take you. Nobody can pluck you out of my hand. Nobody. Praise Yahweh. Now some are blessed and don't have to sit down, pray and fast to get a new spirit, and some do. Praise Yahweh. Some can look at others and just get reborn. Praise Yahweh. Some of us, every time we look at others sitting down in the pain and suffering, they be renewed in the spirit of their mind. Praise Yahweh. You can say what you want to, but it's hell outside of Yahweh. It's rough. You be trying to make it, but it's rough now. Outside of Yahweh, it's rough. Ezekiel 36:26. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away that stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. Now, that doesn't mean the pup. Still doesn't mean the pup. It means you will have compassion for your brother and your sister. You can see your brother and sister suffering, and it causes you to feel pain. You feel that suffering. Praise Yahweh. See, when I give you a heart of flesh, you're no longer a dry bone. You become a living servant of Yahweh. Verse 27, and I will put my spirit within you. That's how I know you are mine or not. You can say you believe in Yahweh, but I know my sheep. I know every one of my sheep, because my sheep have my spirit within them. And I know my spirit, that's why I know you. And you know me too. You know whether you belong to me or not. You know whether I'm your shepherd or not. You hear my voice, then you come to me. Praise Yahweh. My sheep know my voice. The hour is coming, and now is, when all of the dead shall hear my voice. And you that are the living, dead, dry bones in the hells of North America, when you hear my voice, you shall come and you shall live. Praise Yahweh. Where is that? John 5:25. That hour, that day, that year, this is it now. We called on the Bob Carr Auditorium in Orlando today, and they said that all of June is booked. So, well, what about July? They said all of July is booked. So I said, tell them to call tomorrow and ask them if August booked. It's probably all booked. And if I can't get it the day I want it, I don't want it anyway. But I just want you to understand that it's going to be booked. They've never had every day booked in the history of any auditorium. They're saying that when it comes to the name Yahweh, it's booked. Now, I know they're a liar, but it's written that we will be persecuted from city to city for my name's sake. It's this name, Yahweh. We're the ones. But I'm still going, we're still going to Orlando on the date I want to go. And we're going to stay there all the days that I want to stay there. And we'll have the meeting at our temple. That's why we have a new 2-story temple. We don't need to give the devil no money. We'll meet in the temple. Be very profitable. The building is not important to me anyway. See, I know where the temple is. We go into Orlando to the temple, and the temple holds all of us. It holds 100,000 of us, because the temple is the people, and we go into the people. We're going with a live, living testimony to the people. We go into the temple, and we're going to overcome the devil by the word of the testimony of our mouth, house to house, person to person, face to face, foot to foot, knee to knee, chest to chest, hand to back, mouth to ear.